football in the Lone Star State here at NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, a good matchup here in the AFC. It's the Las Vegas Raiders and the Houston Texans. Mike Tirico, my partner Greg Olson, set to bring this to you. Kaimi Fairbairn getting this one started. And off we go from Houston. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. So the Raiders come out, and Greg, they make a change at quarterback in the offseason. It is now year 13 for Geno Smith, but year 1 in silver and black.
You just can't say enough about Geno and his turnaround over the last couple of years, Mike. I mean, many thought he was destined to just be a career backup and just play out the rest of his career. And when things didn't play out at first, instead of just listening to those doubters, he just kept working on his craft. And next thing you know, he gets an opportunity with a new team, makes the most of it, and he's now solidified himself as a bona fide franchise quarterback in this league.
Give him 14 on that play, one first down.
And this run game certainly didn't waste any time getting settled in. Nice job by the offensive line, displacing defenders at the point of attack, and allows the back to pick up a nice chunk to get this game rolling.
That's caught. It's the tight end, Brock Bowers. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. On the handoff, this is Genty, and he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 46-yard line.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 9. In motion, that's Thornton. A 2nd down throw for Smith. He takes off. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Taking advantage of the room to run, a gain of 19 on the scramble.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
That's just trash.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
Thrown quickly on the RPO to Bowers.
Pass interference. Offense.
From the shotgun, it's Smith. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
And he's out of bounds, gain of about 10, so that'll help as they get set to face a 3rd down.
A gain of 10 yards, and it's 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Gino. He'll try to run for it. Gino's been around, knows how to slide and get out of harm's way after picking up the first down.
That's good for a Las Vegas first down.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on third down. Mike, you can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Looked like that might have been a RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like he might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
On second down, Smith. He's got his big tight end. Brock Bowers. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Daniel Carlson on to attempt the extra point. It's up and through. And the Raiders will take a 7-0 lead.
Texans nothing.
Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off following the touchdown on the other end. Here's Tremont Smith on the return. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. So out come the Houston Texans, and Greg, it is one of the good quarterbacks in the league. Offensive Rookie of the Year, #2 pick in that 2023 draft. Year 3 for C.J. Stroud out of Ohio State.
Think back to a couple years ago. He's the 2nd overall pick. He's the Offensive Rookie of the Year. Going into year 2, Mike, I think the expectations were that he was going to blow up onto the scene and be MVP-type quarterback. The team as a whole took a little bit of a step back, and so did CJ. So I think going in, they're motivated. I think they want to recapture a lot of the magic from CJ Stroud's rookie year, and now see, okay, in year 3, with the pieces he has around him, they think the sky's the limit. We spend so much time, Mike, talking about these defensive backs and their ability in pass coverage, but when you also have a defensive back that can make plays in the run game, especially behind the line of scrimmage, man, those guys are just so hard to find. That was a heck of a job here by this guy.
A gain there of 20. It's good for a Texans first down.
And the Texans first down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
There wasn't anywhere really for him to go with the ball. The defensive backs did a great job of taking away his progression read. But that pass rush, they just can't get home, and he ends up making the play with his legs and moves the chains.
Pushed out to his left. Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards, and most importantly, a first down.
That's another Texans first down. 1st and 10.
So they decide to move the pocket in the launch point for the quarterback by calling a bootleg. There's nowhere for him to go with the ball downfield, but it does allow him to get out onto the edge, pick up a positive gain, and convert the first down.
And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage. Following the play, we've got a Raider who is shaken up down there. The training staff going to look, and we'll step out for a moment. So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. From the gun, here's Stroud. This one, downfield, taken in by Higgins. It is a big-time play for Houston, and even 30 yards.
First down. First down and goal to go.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Stroud to throw here on first down. Trying the right side, taken in by Collins. And a good job to make sure he didn't get loose. Brought down around the 7.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can.
And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Christian Kirk, touchdown Texans.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score in the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Now Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Texans come right back to tie it at 7.
The game at 7.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. To return, it is Zamir White. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Raiders offense going to take over now for the second time. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with first down. Smith going to keep this himself. Probably should have given that one up. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
A lot of defense's strategy of defending the zone read, Mike, is we want that quarterback to pull the ball. It's one of their few chances throughout the course of the game where they can get their hits on him, and in this case, they're able to hold them to no gain.
Here's a handoff to Jenkins. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
In motion, that's Thornton. From the shotgun, Smith. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down.
It's fourth down.
So we see this more and more often in today's NFL, Mike, where on third down, the ball is actually thrown short of the chains, and there's really two reasons. One, teams are a lot more willing to use fourth down, and two, they have a lot of confidence in these receivers and tight ends and backs to run after the catch.
And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. The Texans offense ready to take over for their second possession. Kirk is the motion man. Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
This is a great example of why teams want to stay out of what they call passing downs, where a defense doesn't have to honor the run. In this case, they do, and man, the play-action pass just works off of that and can really lead to some chunk plays.
On the give, it's Marks. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. It's a pickup of 13 yards. First down for Houston.
And the Texans, first down.
This offense has to be thrilled, Mike, with the success they've had here on the ground in this opening quarter. Now as the rest of the game unfolds, everything in the game plan continues to open up.
They'll go with Chubb. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Give them 10 more on that one. Just enough for another first down.
First and 10 at the
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 34-yard line.
A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Pair of sevens on the scoreboard. And more from Houston coming up in a moment. It's Texans football. Quarter number 2 begins from the 34. Here's 2nd and 4 as we are ready to get back underway. Here's a handoff to Marks. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. They get 15 on that game. It's good for a Texans first down.
The trend around the league, Mike, is that we've seen that running back has really turned into a young man's game. And there's something to be said for having some fresh legs, fresh out of college. They love the dynamic ability this guy brings to their rushing attack, and it's clear why.
Right back to Marks on first down. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
A second down throw for Stroud. To the right side, and Kirk's got it. And he'll get forward. Gives him about 4 yards before getting out of bounds, and that's going to bring up third down.
And 5.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
From the gun here on third down, it's Stroud. And that is incomplete. Nico Collins was the intended receiver there. And now it's fourth down.
It's now fourth down.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on third down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up fourth down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6?
Fairbairn's kick is good. And the Texans will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
Fairbairn, after making the field goal, heads back out to kick this one away. To return, it is Zamir White. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Vegas offense ready to get rolling again. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. On the bootleg, it's Smith. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
They've got to find a way to free him up, and whether that's moving him around the formation or using some pre-snap motion to get him better looks. But right now, it's been a lot of double coverage. It's been a lot of tight windows, and if they're going to have more success today on the offensive side of the ball, especially in the passing game, this offensive play caller needs to be more creative freeing him up.
That's caught by Tyler Lockett. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
It's 3rd and 4. Man in motion here is Tucker. From the gun on 3rd down, Smith. Gets that one complete to his tight end Bowers. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
I know.
Challenge flag is out. D'Amico Ryan saying, I want another look at this one.
Is under review.
At issue, was he able to stay in bounds? The NFL rules, you're looking for either 2 feet or a body part that is not a hand to be down with possession of the ball. No bobbling, the ball not moving around. He has control, so that's what the referee is looking at here.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So a smart decision on the defensive side to use the challenge here. This winds up as an incomplete pass. Here's A.J. Cole now, as he's on to punt for the 2nd straight drive. Now, fair catch. He'll take it at about the 24-yard line. The Texans offense make their way out to take over once more. With a solid start so far. Touchdown and a field goal on their first 2 possessions. Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. Stroud. He'll find his big target, the tight end Stover. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
7-yard pickup.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
He'll get this out to the left flat. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
It almost seemed like the defender was getting the play call sent into his helmet, just like the quarterback, because he knew the play before they even snapped the ball, and that play had no shot.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. Got his man. It's Kirk. Trying to get away, but he will not. He's out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage, and now it's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
The Raiders offense ready to take over once again. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Gentry. Big gain on the ground here as he takes this up past the the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 20.
Great way to start the drive. A gain of 20 and a first down.
It's a gain of 20.
It's definitely nice to have one of those bruising, punishing backs to kind of help wear down the defense. And I'll tell you what, you can give me a flat-out electric runner like this guy any day of the week. He can turn on those jets, get in that high gear, and he is gone.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45. It's a gain of 16, and it's two nice plays to begin this drive.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
Smith to throw on first down.
Smith's pass complete to Trey Tucker. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 36-yard line.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 4. Run out of the gun for Genty. And he'll get the first down there. A pickup of about 5 yards.
5-yard gain on the play.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. On the bootleg, it's Smith. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
Pretty evident that the defense is just giving no time of day to any run actions. They are playing pass all the way, and he can continue to give as many play-action fakes as he wants. It hasn't affected anybody, and in this case, it results in a sack.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Working out of the gun, Smith. And that ball incomplete over the middle. He was seeking the veteran Tyler Lockett there. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
It's one of those balls where the quarterback wishes there was a string. The second it came out of his hand, he wished he could just pull it back because from the moment it left his hand, that looked like a sure interception. And the only reason it wasn't because the defender just flat out dropped it.
They'll find Genty out of the backfield. And he's going to be out of bounds. He is well shy where he needed to get to. It'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
On now, Daniel Carlson to try the field goal. This one from just under 50 yards. Carlson's kick is good. And the Raiders will level the score at 10 apiece.
And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
Ball level at 10 as this one's kicked off. From the 6, here comes a return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. They're going to be set up with a short field. What a tremendous kick return.
You know, Mike, for a lot of guys in the league, the best way to make an impact as a rookie is through special teams. And anytime you can make yourself valuable, find a way to contribute, you do it. And that was a heck of a return right there.
The Texans offense ready to get back at it. They'll start in outstanding field position, looking for a way to break our tie. Here's Chubb. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
There on the tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Raiders' 35-yard line.
What are y'all doing?
From the 35, here's 2nd down. To throw is Stroud. That one out wide for Marks. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Throwing is Stroud. That is caught. Finding Higgins. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. 20-yard pickup there. First down for Houston.
At the 12-yard line.
Now, Stroud. To the left side. Caught by Schultz. And he's in. Dalton Schultz. Touchdown, Houston.
Like we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there. Ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick a touchdown.
Fairbairn to add the extra point. It's up and good. And the Texans go up by 7. It is now 17-10.
Raiders 10.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. To return, it is Zamir White. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Raiders offense ready to take over once more. Find themselves trailing 17-10 now as they come up with 1st down and 10. Now, Gino. They'll try to set up the screen to Genty. This one going to be sniffed out. Blown up in the backfield.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the pistol, Smith. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here. Talk things over before 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Smith. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down. Here's a timeout, Houston. That's their 2nd, as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. Here's the punter now, as he'll take this a yard or two into his own end zone. This kick
Fair catch.
hangs
Signal
up, and the fair catch will be taken
The
beyond the
Texans take over
35-yard
first and
line.
10 at
The
their
Houston
own
offense going to make their
38-yard
way
line.
back onto the field. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10.
Let it. Throw it. Doesn't matter.
From the gun, here's Stroud. This one is caught by Kirk.
Complete to Christian Kirk. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 44-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. To throw, it's Stroud. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd
Brings
down.
up 3rd down.
They
and
nearly
3
connected on
yards
the
to
big
go.
play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Stroud going to set up to throw. That one on top. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. One of the Raiders has got it.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
The Raiders offense going to see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. They've got great starting position with a short field. And remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by replay. So this one is going to need a little closer look. At issue was the knee or any other body part except the hand down before the ball comes loose. And are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field?
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. They'll come up here 1st and 10. Texans going to use the last of their timeouts here. They'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go until halftime.
Let's go right now. It's showtime! Time to make some noise! Let's air it out here, fellas.
On 1st and 10, here's Stroud. And they're going to get to him and take him down, take him back to the other side of midfield.
The tackle made by
Adam
his
Butler
48-yard
getting
line.
through there to drop him for a loss of 6.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
One final throw before the break. That one caught by Schultz, the tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds. 000 up there on the clock. We have reached the end of the first half.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you very much. We'll see if adjustments at halftime change the course of this one, likely to play a big role in who's going to walk away with a W. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Texans offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. We'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Stroud to throw. That's over the middle and caught by Collins. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
I wouldn't be surprised if some point here in the future, Mike, this quarterback drops back. It looks like the same old hitch route underneath, and they give a pump fake and go. You can lull a defense to sleep with a lot of these underneath quick game passes, and once you do, you can try to go for the big one.
On play action. Stroud. Look at that. Slinged it across his body and connected. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
16 yards.
16-yard pickup on that one. It's good for a Texans first down.
10 at the 46-yard line.
That's just such a tough throw. I mean, that's all arm. Being able to get your body turned and throw back across your body. I mean, it's one thing if you're just throwing it a couple yards to a check down. But in this case, he's still willing and able to push the ball downfield. And there does come some danger when you throw back across. But in this case, it's a big completion.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. That's another first down, another big play. The defense has some issues. Gain of 18.
1st and 10 at the
Nice job by them
36-yard
getting the
line.
back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
No gain on the play.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
On 2nd down, Stroud to the right side, and Kurt's got it. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
Pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Here's Stroud. And that is incomplete. He was trying to connect with his tight end, Dalton Schultz.
Incomplete.
And it's going to be 4th down.
4th down.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down with it.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Texans will extend their 3rd quarter lead.
Raiders 10.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
Fairbairn, after making the field goal, heads back out to kick this one away. To return, it is Zamir White. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Raiders offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with 1st down. Gino to throw. He gets this one to Tucker. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
Run right up the gut with Genty. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
3rd and a yard. Lockett headed in motion. They'll try to pick it up with Genty. And he's going to be brought down right on that yellow line with the official signal. He's got enough for the first down.
And the Las Vegas first down. 2 yards on.
And these are the tough yards you judge it back by, Mike. We used to say to our backs, hey, even if we don't block everyone, you've got to be your own blocker. Like, you have to find a way to get 1 yard and keep this drive alive. And I think he's able to pick up that first down by about a yard or 2.
He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
At the 37-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 8. They go play action with Smith. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
Let's give a lot of credit there, Mike, to this defense. They remain disciplined on that play-action fake. Nobody bid on it, and quarterback has no choice but to just eat the ball and take the snack.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. From the shotgun, Smith. Now a shot here, deep middle. And that is incomplete. Trying to get it out to Ashton Genty that time. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down. It's something these teams stress all week. There's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
Here's Noel. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Texans offense and their running back, Woody Marks, heading back onto the field. Their lead is 10. They go back to work, trying to add to it. It begins with 1st down. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. That's taken in by Marks. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's a gain of 5.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. First down for Houston.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you could have 2 or 3 that can all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Wise decision, especially at this stage of the game. You certainly don't want to force something and let the other guys right back into the game.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They'll run straight ahead with Marks. He'll head forward for maybe a yard. And landing Roberts in there on the tackle.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
From the gun here on third down, it's Strauss. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's fourth down.
So the hope is your 1 3rd down conversion from really jump-starting a possession that ultimately leads in points. But after that 3rd down incompletion, kind of throws a wrench into those plans.
And this will not be returnable, as this kick will go out of bounds. The Vegas offense ready to get rolling again. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. On the bootleg, it's Smith. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
So many of these possessions start with negative plays on 1st down, and you're just going to hear every offensive coordinator stress. It is so important we don't fall behind the sticks, but when you just can't pass protect and give your quarterback time, this is going to continue to happen.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Lockett headed in motion. A 2nd down throw for Smith. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Dante Thornton was the intended target. And it's going to be 3rd down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Texans offense ready to take over possession of the football. You're going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Stroud. Got his man. It's Kirk. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. An even 20 yards. Impressive start to this drive.
1st and 10 at the
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 at the 42-yard line.
Stroud going to tuck this one on the zone read. And he's going to pick it up and take it down inside the 35 for the 1st down.
It's a gain of 8.
The quarterback could have handed it. He could have kept it himself. I don't really think either option would have turned out much different. Great job by the defense having a plan for the running back and a plan for the quarterback, and they're able to force that carry for no gain.
An inside give to Marks. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. Now a stoppage for an injured Texan. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. From the 33, here's 2nd and 9. Now it's the veteran, Gary Ogunbowale. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 1st and 10. Stroud to the left side into the hands of Collins. And the Texans are going to be looking at 1st and goal. They move it down to the 4.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the 4th quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So really nice job here late. We're going to see if they can put this one out of reach.
Chubb is into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Now Fairbairn for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Texans will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. On the return is Dylan Lowby. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Raiders offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Smith. That's into the hands of the rookie, Dante Thornton. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick 1st down.
And despite things looking pretty bleak at the moment, I think you got to respect the fact they're out there swinging. They're trying to pull off a double-digit comeback here in the 4th quarter.
On 1st down is Smith. That's to the right side, and caught by Bowers.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but 1st down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Gino. He'll go right back to Bowers. He's got it again. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down. after a gain of 7.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
Now a second down throw for Smith. The ball's out. And the Texans are going to come up with it.
That was a great play by the defense, Mike. He got a little sloppy with ball security as he leaves the pocket. They're able to knock it loose and put an end to this drive.
The Texans offense ready to come back out for this next possession. Kirk is the motion man. They'll go play action with Stroud. Look wide. Get this one complete. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 46-yard line.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 8. They'll run with Marks. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard.
Max Crosby on the tackle. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
Here comes 3rd and 6. From the gun, here's Stroud. That is caught. Finding Higgins. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
And the Texans
They get the conversion in a big way. That's good for 29 yards.
22-yard line.
Great pre-snap recognition here by the quarterback. He looks outside and sees man coverage, and he knows exactly where he's going to go with the ball. Now it's up to the receiver to create separation at the top of the route. Ball's on time, great placement, nice big pickup.
They'll run. It's Ogunbowale. And a nice run there on first down, getting 8. Setting up 2nd and 2.
By Eric Stokes. 8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the 14-yard line.
Kirk is the motion man. On 2nd down, Chubb. And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
Here's Chubb. A 2nd effort, and he is in. Nick Chubb, touchdown Texans. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finished it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Fairbairn to add the extra point. His kick is good. And And the Texans tack on one more to their lead.
34, Raiders 10.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. To return, it is Zamir White. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Raiders offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. Things not looking good. But see if we can get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. Man in motion here is Tucker. A first down throw for Smith. Open man downfield. He's got his tight end, Bowers. And this will bring them all the way down to the 20-yard line. A big-time play for Vegas. It's a gain of 49.
Everyone talks about all the physical qualities to play quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and of course that's a given. But it's really the cerebral approach to the game that separates the best from everybody else. And I think both of those things were on display there, as he did not only a great job of finding the vulnerabilities of the back end, but then once his guy was there, it was that arm talent that put the ball in the exact right spot to allow his guy to make the big play.
14-yard line.
Second down and 3. They try the zone read. It's Smith on the keeper. And he'll take this down to the 2-yard line, but they are in business. First and goal coming up.
It's pretty clear why this offense likes to get the ball into the hands of this quarterback, huh, Mike? I mean, he is just so effective in this area, and now he has them set up first and goal.
So it took just 3 plays, but just like that, they have first and goal. From the shotgun, it's Smith. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. The linebacker, Azeez Al-Shaya, in there to drop him that time. It's a loss of 7.
Mike, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
Now from the 9, it'll be second and goal. Lockett headed in motion. On second down, Smith. Flushed to his left. And he will get into the end zone. Geno Smith, touchdown Vegas. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Touchdown here in the fourth quarter, Greg. They have a big mountain to climb, but at least they're technically still alive in this one.
And now, Mike, we're going to see them line up to go for 2. They're going to see if they can get this lead down to 16 points and still give them a chance to fight back here late in the fourth quarter.
Smith leading them to the line as they get set to go for 2.
The Raiders will line up for the 2-point.
Here we go with Genty. And he gets into the end zone for the 2. So it's not over yet. It's back to a 2-score game.
Not a real complicated breakdown needed here, Mike. In short yardage situations like that, if you have confidence in both your back and your offensive line, sometimes it's the simplest plays that have the best results.
This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
C.J. Stroud and the Houston offense set to get going again. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long.
This talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, Mike, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse. It's one of those things that when it starts to spiral, it's just hard to pull yourself out.
The Raiders offense back onto the field for their next possession.
Just take it to him.
Smith to throw on 1st and 10. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Michael Mayer, the tight end, was targeted with that one. It's 2nd down. Back to the air, it's Smith. And he somehow manages to get back to the line of scrimmage before he's hustled out of bounds. It is 3rd and 10. In motion, that's Thornton. Smith from the gun on 3rd down. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
And it's really been their inability of the offensive line to keep the quarterback upright. And it's a big reason why they find themselves trailing at this stage of the game.
We are set for 4th and long. They'll go. Smith. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the 4th, but they will turn it over on down. The Houston offense going to make their way back onto the field. They're going to be trying to play keep away in this situation, use as much clock as possible, up a couple of scores as they start this drive, 1st and 10. The tight end motioning left here. Here's a handoff to Chubb. Now Chubb loses the football. And the Raiders have come up with it.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips.
And remember now, all turnovers have to be verified by a replay, so they might be taking a look at this one.
Previous play is under review.
At issue was the knee, or any other body part except the hand, down before the ball comes loose. And are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field? And now the defense is going to take their first time out. Remember, they get an extra one built in with the 2-minute warning coming up momentarily.
Keep it up. You're a ball, baby. We're right there. We can do it. Do this. Yeah, let's go, man. Baby. Teamwork, baby. That's right. Teamwork.
2nd and 7. They run out of the gun, and it's Chubb. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. Now timeout Vegas. That is their second. Talk things over before 3rd down. Stroud to throw. It's over the middle and caught by Collins. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. Now the Raiders going to use their 3rd and final timeout. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
Play like a team.
Going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2nd and 11. Once again, it's Chubb, and he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards, and that leads to 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
They'll drop to throw. That pass sideline is caught. Nice catch. Stays in bounds. And he's got the first down. Terrific job with the feet to make that one a grab.
First down.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
This could be the turning point.
So it's a win here for the Texans. They use a little home cooking here. They play a complete football game, and they're going to send their fans home quite happy. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Texans, as we say, so long from Houston.